Hey everybody, Jason Blaha here with Ice Cream Fitness. I just got back from the gym and I've noticed I've got a couple questions from some of my new subscribers asking what's the best lift to do for your chest because they seem to have problems with lagging chest. And I'm just going to briefly cover that. Even though I've got multiple videos on this topic that are longer, I will link them down in the description below. I'm going to just briefly cover this. As most of you guys know, I'm a big fan of using just the conventional barbell bench press for developing your chest. However, some people, it can't quite get the job done even when done correctly. And I would say if the barbell bench isn't really developing your chest to the degree that you want it to, based upon EMG research and personal experience, I would say that the next two lifts that will get the job done effectively are the floor press, if done correctly, and I have a video on that, or dumbbell bench press, because both of those movements can give you a little better pec activation than the actual barbell bench press can. Although the barbell bench press is a better overall mass builder that will put more total size on you, it doesn't always give you the chest development you want depending upon your genetics and you as the individual. So these other two lifts are worth looking at if your chest is lagging at all or you're struggling to keep it caught up with your delts and your triceps. And it's kind of the same with the upper chest. I'm a big fan of using the barbell overhead press to build the upper chest, and that's one of the reasons I always have it in programs instead of dumbbells, because dumbbells don't let you go quite low enough. You don't get the full range of motion at the bottom. And what you'll note if you start doing heavy barbell presses and you touch your chest on your overhead presses, that it will recruit your upper chest quite a bit. And for a lot of guys, that's all they ever need to develop a really good upper chest. If your upper chest is lagging and you've been doing barbell overhead press correctly for a while, I would go ahead and incorporate something like incline dumbbell presses. In my opinion, the incline dumbbell press is a superior movement for anyone who has a lagging upper chest, so I would do that. The other thing I would look at is sometimes, though, it's not even about what lift you pick for developing your chest. It's a matter of how you're executing the movement. And the biggest mistake I see guys make who have a lagging chest is that they let their shoulder blades come apart. They don't have their scapula fully retracted and held back on all of their presses. And therefore, they don't really get that stretch at the bottom that they want. They don't get the full range of motion on the pec. They don't get full pec activation on their pressing motions. And for a lot of guys, this is a big hang-up. It can inhibit your chest development. So that's one thing to keep in mind for developing your chest on all of your presses, is that you really need to keep your shoulder blades completely retracted and pinched together tight through the whole movement. And you need to put a lot of focus on the bottom part of the movement. So much so that I will say that even if you're going to do something like a dumbbell press or you're trying to really focus on your chest, you can sometimes even skip the lockout and just work the bottom 3/4 of the movement and get that steep stretch at the bottom with your shoulder blades held together, and you can actually skip just the top of the lockout if you want to keep more focus on the chest if it seems to be lagging for you. All right, guys, that's all I have to say on that today. But hold on, let me give you guys a bicep shot first. And I will talk to you next time.